What is going on, gamers? Today we are talking about Ghost Recon Frontline's beta, which came out on Friday the 28th and is only out for the weekend. But I'm super excited that this is actually getting some gameplay now, and I'm hoping that we will be able to play it and show it in the future. But the gameplay and beta right now are under strict NDA, so all the gameplay right now is strictly just taken off the internet within a certain amount of time of it being on. But luckily there were some streams that were live for a little bit, so we got to kind of check out the gameplay loop and see how it actually was kind of raw and have some judgments off of it. So I have some notes and some feedback about what I saw and about what they took from the feedback from the trailer and what they didn't take from the feedback. We'll get into it all, but if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure to subscribe, join the Discord, and check out all the socials in the description. But let's get into it. So Ghost Recon Frontline is known just right off the bat as a free-to-play battle royale, but it's set up similar to the beta Crows and other games alike, where you don't just have to kill everyone and be the last one standing. You actually have to you have to extract in this game 3 times, and basically when you're extracting or when you're doing whatever the process is for extracting, you have alerted the people, I think, around you or within the whole map. People get alerted, so you have to basically hold down that area, and then you have to do that 3 times in order to call in a helicopter extraction, and that is what essentially wins you the game and gets you out of the map. And it looked like you could do multiple extractions, but honestly it is similar to other games, but I do like it better than it being a king of the hill, kill everyone and then win. So I guess it does have that going for it. So it is seen as a battle royale, but honestly it also has the edge of it not being a battle royale and being a bigger, large scale battle royale-esque mode. You know, it's not the same old Fortnite just beat everyone. So the game is still in first person too, it looks like, with no plans of it looking like it's in third person. And I was really hoping for Ghost Recon, what it's known for is third person, and it has such a unique feel to it in Ghost Recon Breakpoint and Wildlands, so it's interesting that they went to a ununique move by going to first person like Call of Duty and Apex and all these other games, when they actually really had a unique version of a game, especially in third person, looking so clean in Breakpoint. I really was disappointed that it didn't go to Breakpoint, just because I felt like they had a set foundation that would be perfect for it, even though there's been lots of complaints about the PvP and the movement being too quick and all those things. It does have a set foundation for a quick pace, free to play battle royale, but overall the Frontline is first person, and it does have a smoothness to it that I did notice, but it still didn't look as smooth as Modern Warfare and other games, and that's, I feel like, mainly because Modern Warfare and those games have been around for super long time and doing first person, so people are just kind of used to how fluid those games look now. But overall the game does look still a little fluid, but it does have it just reminds you of Modern Warfare, and you can't help but think it's like a rehashed version of those, just because even the weapon swaps and things like that will just remind you of the same animation that there is in the Warzone that you've already been playing. Although it does remind you of the Warzone and the games you are playing, it still obviously has its own feel to it. It has guns that are in Ghost Recon that you've played, and it does actually have a decent amount of recoil in the game. I don't know if you guys like that or don't, but on certain guns it looks like there is recoil, but I think recoil will be better off in this game. Obviously not a crap ton, but you don't want it to be arcadey feeling like Call of Duty and these other games that overall have their own playstyle. So it kind of, Ghost Recon Frontline hopefully can create its own playstyle. Now, we said it didn't really have its own feel and look original, and it also still has the criticized, deployable cover and things like that make it feel like an arcadey Warzone when people are wanting a tactical PvP. It looks like the map itself looks really good in my opinion. you can say what you want about Ubisoft and everything, they do make hell of a good looking maps, and it really does look like a crisp looking map. Even though you could say the gameplay doesn't look smooth or not, I guarantee you people will say the gameplay or the movement looks smooth enough. But overall, obviously there could be improvements always, but I will say that the map, the textures really do look good, the environment does look good, and I hope they can continue having like a well thought out map, because a lot of games and betas like Crow's didn't have the best map production and didn't have a lot of foliage or didn't have a lot of trees and coverage, so it left off just kind of wide open gunfights that were very generic, versus Ghost Recon Frontline looking like it has a lot of foliage and kind of has some personality as far as in the map. Overall, I feel like Ghost Recon Frontline and Ubisoft are just always going to be met with criticism because of their recent history and just their interesting decisions, to say it nicely, because obviously going from third-person Ghost Recon Breakpoint and Wildlands and coming out with a Ghost Recon Frontline first-person free-to-play battle royale, it kind of didn't make sense. And I forgot what YouTuber or what video it was I was watching, but they did say this basically felt like a Ubisoft free-to-play battle royale, and then they tossed on the Ghost Recon title basically to give it extra sales. So I almost kind of felt that, but also want to give the benefit of the doubt and say that they wanted to make a Ghost Recon, they wanted to make it feel like a Ghost Recon battle royale. But the way they could do that is by making maybe the characters implemented into the game more, into the battle royale more, because from the character customization that I saw, it's obviously you can make your own character, but if you can have like skins like Ghost Recon does, where you can have different characters from different games, I think that would be a definite beneficial thing for this game and its longevity in future, because for a free-to-play game to actually have Ghost Recon characters, I'm sure actually that's going to be in the store, obviously, but if they probably will make that route. But it definitely does seem like it'll be a game filled with microtransactions, and it definitely doesn't seem like the most original game. So if they can implement more things like that and make it not feel like an arcadey game, then will this game potentially have success. But overall, the things we have seen in the trailer and in the gameplay that has been literally stricken from the internet as of now, and I apologize to not have more footage, but there really isn't footage to get, because literally it is like the FBI will show up at your house saying Ubisoft sent us, give us the footage. Like, that is how crazy they are about this, and I don't get why they would wanna, unless they're gonna have a beta soon, I really just don't get it why they would have an NDA when it's other than maybe they don't want to be criticized. But I feel like that's where you're gonna get the most feedback and the most production, or I mean, you're gonna get the best game, because you're gonna get the feedback, hopefully, that will help you. Obviously there's feedback that's just like, oh, I hate your game, but still, that's where you're gonna get the feedback. And hopefully the beta game players will be able to give them good feedback. But overall, it just doesn't look too original. I hope they can implement it more to be feeling more like Ghost Recon. But right now, we have a first-person free-to-play battle royale that is for Ghost Recon. It could be better, it could be worse, but overall, we gotta see how it is when the gameplay actually comes to the public and not to a closed beta, and we'll see what people will say when this is streamed to a lot of people and see what the feedback actually is, because right now it's mostly negative. But if you guys enjoyed, definitely subscribe to the channel. But that's all I got for you. Have a good one.